much wisdom in this episode of Nessa on Air in a conversation that I had with the legend Akon.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on. His song Locked Up turns 21 this year, and he talked about what was going through his mind back in the day when he was putting this song together while he was in jail, ready to change his life.
I don't ever want to see these four walls ever again.
And the actual story behind him signing Lady Gaga, who, by the way, changed the game.
She was a ride or die type of, you know what I mean?
And how his brother and Michael Jackson are the low-key masters of disguise.
I said, Mike, how the hell? He was sitting right next to me. I didn't know it was him.
You had no idea?
I thought he was the third guest.
Plus, we talk about his powerful work lighting up 15 countries in Africa. Here's my conversation with Akon. Just a legend, an icon, Akon.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on. I feel like you've been in the game long enough that I don't know if you get the proper credit that you deserve. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, man, I appreciate that.
Do you feel like you get, I don't know, the credit? Not that I am assuming you're seeking it, but do you feel like people know what time it is?
I honestly don't even care, to be honest. Because I'm in it for a whole nother reason. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like my purpose, I've always just been a conductor to success. So, like, I haven't connected with anybody that success didn't meet us on the other side of the door. You know, so I just do what I can, whatever gifts God gave me, access God gave me. If I can pass it on to my brother or sister to get them to the next place, I feel like my job is done. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, what is your purpose when you say that?
You know,
what does that look like for you?
Well, I just feel like everybody has a gift that they can focus on. And I think oftentimes we take too much time focusing on ourselves that we alienate that. You know what I mean? Because we're so worried about what everybody else is doing, what they got coming for them. But believe me, if we here, God has already a purpose for us. We just have to find what that is and just find it and kind of execute it. But I always believe that, like, now knowing what I know today, I believe my focus was to rebuild Africa, like literally build Africa.
We are definitely going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because just the things you have done, it's incredible, right? And I'm sure it's like when you think about, wow, this is big. Like, you know, you hear about life-changing moments and you're just like, wow, you really are behind so many great, you know, innovations that have changed people's lives.
No, absolutely.
So we're definitely going to talk about that. How do you want to be remembered? And I ask that because for a lot of people, we know you through music, right? But you're a businessman, you're a philanthropist, you have so many titles. What matters to you the most?
Just being honorable at the end of the day. I'm probably the only person in the music business that have no enemies.
Oh.
I can't think of anybody that I got beef with or that got beef with me for that matter, and for whatever reason.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
But that's so interesting because sometimes you feel like, you know, we've been told for such a long time, like a gauge of success is if you have enemies, right? But you have been able to be so successful and still, you know, carry yourself with such grace that you don't have that conflict. How did you do this?
Because there's no hate in my heart. Like, I want to see everybody win.
Even if somebody does you wrong.
Absolutely. Because him doing me wrong is probably, like, this is the thing, right? Oftentimes our egos play such a role in our lives that we don't realize, like, some people have actions or they make certain actions for whatever specific reason for their destiny. Like, I don't look at it like somebody's actually doing me wrong. Because if he does me wrong, that's a route that's something he has to deal with. Because that karma comes back to that man or that woman.
But how did you have that? Like, you don't get petty?
Nah, for what? Like, why? It's because, listen, that energy slows me down for what I got to do. Like, I'm not going to ever let nobody else come and affect my energy. Like, I have a specific realm around me that nobody disrupts. Like, nobody.
Damn.
And that's the only way you can move, because everyone's always going to bring a level of negativity to you.
Right.
And but at the end of the day, they come with positivity because they want to be able to, you know, appease whatever their agenda is.
Right.
Once you can identify that person's agenda, then it's kind of smooth sailing because you already know what they want from you, right? Because we all use each other to an extent.
Sure.
But no one just admits that they're using you, right?
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's up to you to figure out, okay, what it is that they want from me.
With your longevity in the game, do you remember the life-changing moment, that check that you received that changed?
Right.
everything.
It was probably the check for my second album when I renegotiated. Because the first album, I got straight pennies. Now, mind you, had I felt like I was slighted, I would have never reached that second album.
Really?
Understand? Like,
why?
Because I would say the first advance that I got in the music business probably was the lowest advance that any person in the music industry in history had ever received. But I betted on the person that signed me.
Wow.
I didn't bet on how much he can give me. I betted on him believing in me and believing in what he was capable of, because I had to believe in him.
Can you say his name?
Steve Rifkin. Everybody knows that. Steve Rifkin was probably the most frugal person in the music industry.
Yeah.
But one thing about him, though, when he got your back, you can take it to the bank. He gonna ride with you till the wheels fall all the way off. And I knew that because in order to, like, we had options.
Sure.
Right? Because it was like a smaller minor bidding war. But Steve came to my house personally with a broken nose because he had just broken playing basketball.
Oh my
jumped on his
gosh.
jet to come see me personally.
What?
Yes. Like literally with a bandage on his nose. Hadn't even gotten the doctor yet. He came to me first. And that to me said more than anything.
That's all you needed to see.
Straight up.
How did you have that integrity though? Like where it wasn't just about money? Because like I can already see the theme here, right? Doing things with integrity. But was this something that your family gave to you? How did you learn this?
Yeah, it's something that I was raised with. Coming from Africa, it was a different level of, you could say, acceptance. Because in Africa, I didn't have nothing, but I was still happy. You know what I mean? Like I had family, I had friends, I had all the things I needed to just feel good. Like it wasn't all this extra stuff that we fight for in America that you feel like you have to have because everybody else got it. Because in Africa, guess what? Nobody around you got it either. So we understood what that, just being appreciative of what God gave you. That part of life followed me in America. So when I got able to buy a whole bunch of things, obviously out of curiosity and out of want, I did it. But then once I've been through it, experienced it, it didn't matter no more.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Isn't
like
that
I was
crazy?
like, okay, now I understand why I didn't really care for it in the first place. Because it wasn't really anything that actually boosted my confidence or happiness or spirituality or anything for that matter. If anything, it would probably made me look arrogant, look worse, look selfish, I kind of felt selfish after a while because when you go back to Africa, and I'm sitting there with a $100,000 chain on, walking through a village where this chain can feed them for the whole year, you start looking at that differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, I can't do this.
Yeah. The perspective.
Exactly.
I want to talk about the music a little bit because, again, just seeing you evolve into the businessman that you are today is really incredible. But I want to talk about your new song, Never Really Mattered.
Never Really Mattered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the sample. Let's get to it because immediately.
Ready for the world, baby.
Right when I heard it, and I was like, okay, he sampled Love You Down. I'm ready for this.
Yes.
Do you feel like you did right by the sample?
Oh, yeah, because this is the way I felt. This is my version of it. Like, do you understand? The love you have for that original is the same love I have for the original. Like,
yeah.
When I was younger, coming up, listening to the song, I literally would cry real tears. Like, that's how emotionally tapped in I was with this record.
Sheesh.
It brought something out of me. You know what I mean? Like, I love the song that much. Yeah. So, man, the first opportunity I was able to get to actually sample it years down the line, I said, I got to do it. And I just want to do it in a way that is fun, it's still catchy, it's current. You know, because I never really, even though I'm an R&B artist, I was never labeled one. So I said, if anything, this is going to be my first real R&B song.
You're going to get the title. You're going to get the title. You're going to get the title.
Absolutely.
Wait, when did you first fall in love with the song? Like, take us back to that time.
This was like, I was in grammar school when this song came out. Like, literally. It was, and then, of course, I was still real African, so my English accent was really deep. You know, but it was like I kind of knew but wasn't quite sure what he was saying. But you know what I'm saying? But the melody just was touching. Right. It touched me so much, you know. It's like it was one of those moments. I just couldn't help it, man. That's why I said it made me cry, because the melodies itself was something that touched me heavily. You know what I mean?
Why do you think people don't consider you an R&B artist?
I don't know. I ain't never kick a verse or rapped a day of my life. But if you look at me, I'm considered a hip-hop artist. To this day, I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I just collaborated with so many hip-hop artists to the point where they just label me hip-hop.
Sure, okay, maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I never thought of that. Yeah, you just said that right now.
I ain't never kicked a verse ever. I ain't never freestyle for it. You know that.
Okay, so but now you're interested in country because I saw that you were talking about re-recording, having all your songs re-recorded
in country versions.
But you would have a country artist
to
do
feature.
Your song, and you would be the feature on the song.
Absolutely.
Okay, so classic song Locked Up. Who would you have do that?
Jelly Roll.
Oh, you already thought this.
It's already done.
Okay.
It's about to go crazy. Watch. Y'all ain't ready for this. I promise you're not.
Are you going to do the entire catalog?
Yes,
or most of it?
The entire catalog.
Why?
Because what a lot of people don't know, when I was in Africa, right, country was very popular, like super popular. Because there's no genres. Like music is just music. They're not separated within genres, right? So country music was something that was really, like, I used to love Billy Joel. Like, it's just certain country music stars that I used to just love. When I did my first album, I originally did it with country in mind.
Wow,
that's what's crazy. Like,
that's crazy.
So when I flip these songs, and they're gonna fit so well in country, you're gonna figure out how I did it. It's because when I thought about it originally, it was country in the first place. So watch the transition. It's gonna trip you out.
I can't wait.
It's gonna trip you out.
How about For Lonely? Who are you gonna have?
Ooh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if it's gonna be a male or a female that I feature on that one yet. I'm still trying to figure out. You got any suggestions?
How about For Lonely? Who are you gonna have?
Ooh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if it's gonna be a male or a female that I feature on that one yet. I'm still trying to figure out. You got any suggestions?
No, but you know what?
Yeah, that's a tough one for me. I'm trying to figure out who.
I'm thinking that's tough.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you know the secret formula or sauce when it comes to music, but you got to figure it out, man. Like when you have something in mind,
right,
it always pans out. I don't know. Like, is it just a vision that you have? Do you get what I mean? Like, and you just go with that instinct?
Yeah, it's a feeling more than anything. Because the thing is, with music, the moment you start to, like, partition it and create genres and subgenres, and you kind of limit it. You can't limit music. Music is a spiritual sound that just goes and flows. That's the one thing that no matter where you go in the world, it speaks the same language, the melody, right? So the moment you start to divide it, partition it, start claiming it, and this person can't do that or that artist can't do this because that artist represents this particular genre, you kind of kill the vibe of music in general. So I never was boxed in or allowed music to be boxed in itself. I just go with how it's supposed to feel, and then I'll go in the environment of where that kind of music was made, and then I'll develop it there. Like when I did my El Negrito, I did that whole album in Dominican Republic and half in Puerto Rico. Like, when you hear it, you would have thought that I was born and raised in Latin America. I promise you, this, at the time of when I made it.
But why is that important for you to truly engulf yourself?
You have to, like, because it's a certain fabric that comes with certain types of music that you can't disrespect the sound. Like this album that I'm doing with the classics, I'm in Nashville recording the whole album. I'm doing it in Nashville, like with all the writers, the producers.
Yeah.
I mean, you name it. Like, we going stupid.
Locked Up is 21 years old this year.
Wow.
What do you remember from that time period?
Just being in that cell. That's the one song that what I remember the most is being in the cell, actually writing it. Because that was like the turning point of my life, not just music, the beginning of where music was heading for me in the future, but the turning point of my life. Because that's when I realized, okay, when I get out of here, I have to do something that's going to keep me sustained outside of this building. I don't ever want to see these four walls ever again. You know what I mean? Like, what is that going to be? I couldn't do anything Fortune 500 because I know I'm going to have a criminal and felonies on my sheet by then. I already knew that's not going to work out. I don't like paperwork, so I can't be sitting at a desk all day. I'm gonna do something stupid, right? You can't. That's just not who I am.
Right.
Like, I got to be able to move around. And music became the one thing I said, you know what? This is something I can be successful in, be super rich in. I love doing it, and it's sustainable. It's
sustainable.
Like, come on. Like, how do you not?
Yes.
Okay, you know what I mean?
How have you changed from then to now?
It's a lot of changes, I think. It's a lot of maturity. Because in the beginning of my career, you already know I was dumb, ignorant, doing the dumbest, craziest things, right? Because I think
no judgment.
Yeah. I mean, we all go through it.
Yes.
We all grow up. But I
Yes.
think it was a matter of the transition of coming out of that street mentality into more corporate, more business, more family, more, just organized. You know what I mean? And as you grow, you start to see things around you that certain things you can't do anymore, certain people you can't hang out with no more, certain things that you can't really say in public because it will be spread out and misconstrued. So these are things you learn as you go.
When we look back at convict music, the era, the run, what made it so special in comparison to what other music labels were doing at that time?
What made it special is because I like to say we coined the idea of industry standard. And what I say by that, because everything that you've experiencing right now is something that we probably create in only 4 years' time, from 2004 to 2008. Like literally. So let's start from a producer, for instance. I was the first producer to put a tag on a track. Convict music.
Stop it.
Before anybody, you heard convict. That was the first tag ever done, because I would do that just so people knew that I did it. Then after that, everybody started creating it. It became what? Industry standard.
Absolutely.
Right.
100%.
So, coming back, and then and I think this is why people thought that I was a rapper, because I was probably the first R&B artist that was actually singing about what rappers rapped about.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. It was a topic matter.
Yes.
It was no R&B artist talking about being locked up, talking about the ghetto, talking about like being a survivor in these streets. It didn't exist. But now, look, it's industry standard. We was the first company to actually create auto-tune and put it on an artist, and it becomes what everybody is doing, which was T-Pain.
Damn.
And eventually what happens? It became what? Industry standard.
Right.
Then we started going global, worldwide.
Yeah.
I was the first person to grab a DJ. Because before, DJs back in the days, they would just grab a random big chick, put her in a booth, I got the power, and you just hear voices. But no one ever thought to get an A-list artist and put it on a song. So I started first with David Guetta, with Sexy Chick.
Oh my gosh.
And I was the first A-list artist to go on a major record on a level of house music, which became
100%.
EDM. Now
100%.
every DJ after that started doing it, and it became industry standard.
Yes.
Then we left there. We wasn't even finished yet. After that, I went all the way to Africa, found the first artist named Wizkid in Nigeria in 2008, and developed what you see here now to be Afro beats. From that to P Square to co-managing the band, and like mentoring people like Davido, and we opened that up to be Afro beats and opened up the whole continent now to be able to showcase that talent, which when you look at on that side is now industry standard. So we never really stopped, and now we're taking it even further because we're about to combine country music,
that's crazy,
hip hop, and reggaeton on the first track ever.
That's crazy.
For international country.
That's crazy.
With a song called "Hold the Umbrella" with the most legendary Gary LeVox. And I promise you, when that pop, you're gonna see all them genres come together, and I promise you, one day it's gonna be what? Industry standard.
Skip over Lady Gaga. We're not going to skip over you co-writing Just Dance.
Yeah, but see...
No, hold on. That changed the game. Stop.
Hold
Stop.
Up,
like
hold
what
up,
you did.
Hold up.
Don't do that.
Hold up. Okay, look. I was more focused on the industry standard, but...
You don't think that changed the industry standard?
To be fair, we probably was the first urban label to sign the biggest pop act on history.
Whew.
That can't be industry standard because that happens once in a million times. That don't happen often.
That's crazy.
Because when I tell you that girl changed the game for us, it was
changed
something different. 100,000%.
I mean, it flipped radio stations' format. That's what that did.
1,000%.
I remember that era like it was.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What are you most proud of? Which era are you most proud of that you were a part of?
Oh yeah, Lady Gaga one question without a question. That when he,
damn.
Now that to me was more something that I can describe from an executive perspective.
Tell us about that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was a project that no one ever saw coming. That was a project that I don't think it was the typical platform of how things happen in the music industry. Mm-hmm. That was one that was met with a lot of resistance in the beginning.
Really?
Like 1,000%. Like getting that record played on the radio was like It was tough. Like, people didn't believe it in the beginning. Gaga
Just
was
Dance?
she was just such a soldier that she went with me to every single radio station, like foot. Like, we literally went from station to station to station to station all through San Francisco,
Oh,
New
yeah.
York, Jersey, Boston, LA. I mean, like, she was there day in, day out. Chicago. And we literally hand grabbed this record, put it in front of every PD and just begged to get a shot.
It changed the game.
It did, but it took Canada to hit it for the first time. And when Canada played it, Kiss picked it up over here, and then it was a wrap.
Oh my God. You know what's so interesting about that is that, well, first off, what was it about Lady Gaga that made you want to sign her?
It was actually her hunger to believe in her work ethic, because she has a work ethic I've never seen in an artist at that time. Like,
Really?
she wanted it better than anybody, and she was super, super just like fearless. Like, what we doing? I don't care what it is. I'm with it. Like,
Yeah.
She was a ride or die type of. You know what I mean? So that's on top of the immaculate talent.
Absolutely.
The talent was that was without say. Like, that's something that you don't even have to speak about. You already know what that is. But the work ethic that came behind it is what took it to the next level.
How did you find Gaga?
Oh, actually, she was Jimmy Iovine. I will say one that threw me the bone on that one. Jimmy Iovine, because she was already signed over at Jimmy.
Got it.
And then when I did my my label deal at Interscope, Jimmy showed me all the artists that he had lined up over
Right.
there. And Gaga was the one that I chose to adopt and put on my label.
Oh my God. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Was there anyone that doubted you, that called and apologized, said you were right?
Nobody, never. And I know who they are. And she does too. Like, she knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, we both know.
We know.
Yeah, so
Duly
that's the one thing
noted.
about this industry that I definitely would say could be better. Like, just take accountability. If you didn't believe in it, it's okay. Like, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault. You know what you like. You know what you think other
Right.
people like. My only thing is, don't speak for other people.
Right.
If you don't like it specifically, just say you don't like it.
That's fine.
But don't add it because you don't like it. You
Come
don't know what the
on.
other audience out there might say.
Right,
So
right.
just put it out and let it find its own audience.
Right.
But don't hate on it because you personally don't like it.
Don't like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you imagine she'd be the star that she is today?
I imagine she'd be big, but I promise you, I would lie to you not if I sat here and told you that I thought she was going to be the biggest artist on the planet at that time. Yeah.
Man, you had a vision, man. And it's actually amazing to have seen, a lot of people credit you for their success, their careers. Is there anyone that you're proud of the most that, you supported them and you believed in them early on?
I would, if I had to say one that I can say I probably went over and beyond to make sure that it actually worked, including signing them over to someone else just so I know it will win, is French Montana. He's the one person that I could say, you know what? I went over and beyond to make sure that he saw the success. Because I could have held on to him and say, nah, I'm going to figure this out myself.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
But he had also a vision. Because when I got him, he was in New York, all day New York.
100%.
He couldn't get out of New York.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, we need to get you out of New York. Like, don't forget you're African. But the idea of them crossing over was very scary.
Sure.
Because no one wanted to be called a sellout. You know what I mean? So it was how that time was just a little bit different. So when he came, it was like, yo, Puff, man, knocking on the door. I think he the king of New York. I think it'd be perfect, match right now. I was like, all right, well, let me talk to him.
Yeah.
Go, what up, Playboy?
Yeah.
What's going on? God, I need this. Da, 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 da. And I was like, all right, what's the plan? He's like, I'm going to do this. Da, da, da. And I said, yo, I think it's going to be a right move for you. I think you should definitely do it. All right, let's work it. So we worked out the paperwork. I passed him over to Diddy, and Diddy did his thing with him. But it wasn't until later down the line when he had to embrace the fact that he was African. And it was at that moment when he became bigger than life. The moment he embraced the fact that he was from Morocco and you're African, and we went to Uganda, you shot that video
Yeah.
and came back.
Right.
His
the
life
song,
changed.
it was
His
just.
life changed.
Yeah.
That's why you got to embrace who you are, because you'd be surprised. Just knowing and embracing who you are changes everything about you.
Wow. This is the vision that you have.
Yeah.
I have so many questions. How about T-Pain?
That's my brother, man. I love Pain. That boy right there.
We need,
he's like he's the beginning, and I always coin him as the nucleus of the brand. 100%. Because he was the first artist that I had ever signed.
Damn.
Like the first artist that I had literally ever signed.
But what was it about T-Pain that you saw?
Him, it was all talent. It was just all talent. Like, I ain't seen nothing but talent. I'll tell him every day, you're ugly. You talented him. That's my guy. He know what it is. That's my guy. I love him to death. But no, he's just so humble.
Yeah.
Nicest guy in the world. Amazing family, man. Like, he take care of everybody. Like, he's one of those guys that he really deserved his flowers on a level of, he's one of the guys that never got the flowers I believe he deserved.
I agree.
And for what he's contributed to the culture of hip hop, I believe that there should be some major award that he should be able to really feel the love.
I agree.
And like get the he should really get that appreciation for sure.
You know what? When he was performing at Coachella, people were just like, "Wow, I didn't know." And it's like,
you forget.
It's T-Pain.
He had to remind you, like, bruh, this is Pain you talking about. He ain't no average. Like, this man right here.
Yes.
Like, pay attention.
Hello.
Don't ever sleep. You put him on, man. You put him on the stage. He tearing anybody up.
I just want you to share your experience working with some of the biggest artists. Eminem on Smack
M
That.
is a beast. Yeah, M is a beast.
Yeah.
I love working with Eminem, man. But what I took away with working with M, he was the one person that actually, I would say, made me pay attention to what the music business should be able to provide for you in life and that structure.
Ooh.
Like, he partitioned the business side of the business and
Yeah.
the personal side of the business.
Yeah.
Like, he would come to the studio at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.?
Yes, take a break for lunch, come back, and then be out of there by 5 p.m., like a real job. And I was kind of confused at first. I thought he was, I didn't.
9 a.m.? Just hearing that is
No, like he was so disciplined when it come to work.
Wow.
He made me say, damn, you know what? He's kind of right, though, because, man, maybe because I was just so hungry I overlooked it, but I never took time for my personal life. Like,
Right.
everything was work. Even
Right.
now, I'm still struggling with trying to figure out a way to put my personal time and divide it. But
Right.
the problem with me, I get caught up with so much stuff
Sure.
that it's not enough hours in a day that I have
Right.
no choice but to take them same hours and put it towards the work just to complete something,
Yes.
right? But yeah, he had it figured out.
How about for Snoop, I Want to Love You?
Snoop, that's my dog. That's Uncle Snoop right there. He just Snoop is a ball of fun, man.
Yeah.
You can't keep a straight face around him. Super cool.
It's fun.
Always telling jokes.
Yeah.
Like, he's just always fun. Like, he's the one that reminds you of how fun the business should be.
Ooh.
Like, music should never, the entertainment systems, it should never feel like work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
should-
mean? And
you should
working with
have
Snoop,
fun.
you don't feel like you at work.
How about bartender T-Pain?
Oh, that was dope. That was
What was that experience?
That was an amazing experience, and the video too was even crazier. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Working with Payne has always been a treat, man. Like, every time me and him work together, we already know the record gonna pop. Like,
Yeah,
we don't
100%.
question whether or not it's gonna hit. The question is, how do we want it to hit?
Right.
And where? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With him, it's always a no-brainer.
How about with Gwen Stefani?
Gwen, that's my dog right there. Like, that's like my sister for real. She's
Yeah.
the one person that made probably one of the biggest sacrifices for me in the music business, because at the time and when me and her were working closely together, we was on tour after I did those records for her, right? We did Sweet Escape.
Yep.
We ended up naming the album Sweet Escape. The tour was named Sweet Escape. The single was Sweet Escape.
Yeah.
Like, it was straight Sweet Escape,
Yeah.
right? And we went on this tour, and then I got into this big old controversy with over there in the islands, you know where I'm talking about. And for some reason, there was a phone company at the time, Verizon, they wanted to pull out of the tour because I was going through the controversy. And they was like,
Wow.
listen, if you keep them on your tour, we're pulling our sponsorship.
What?
Straight up. And Gwen was like, well, pull it, because he's
Oh
not
my
going anywhere.
gosh.
Like, he's staying right here. And sure enough, she held me down like that. And guess what? They didn't pull it. They bit the bullet.
Hearing a real one is so
Yo,
rare.
listen, after that, the respect I have for Gwen, I was like, yo, whatever you need, whenever you need, I'm there for you. Because that showed me how she had my back.
Yeah. Experience working with Gaga.
Yep.
How was that for you?
Oh, man.
The experience.
The experience was just always super creative. Always fun. Like, Gaga, like, she got, there's so much I want to say, but I can't. But she is so fun, too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, she was, like, again, because she was so fearless, she did things when the homies would do something on the road. Like, she down for whatever, man. Like, Gaga's one of those real ones, for real.
Yeah.
Without a question. Like, as a little sis,
Yeah.
yeah. We went through some stuff on that road, and she was with us like, whatever. Like, come on.
Let's go. Let's get it done.
Like, let's go.
How about Michael Jackson?
MJ?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Mike, that's the one experience I kind of would want to have the world to really experience.
Wow.
Because he was just the coolest dude, super funny. He's another person you can't keep a straight face around, always, making
Really?
jokes. And then he was a master of disguises. Like, he'd be standing or sitting right next to you, you would not even know it.
Stop it.
Because he was so big, he couldn't walk down the street. He couldn't go to see a movie, none of that. So he would always be in disguise. Like, and you'd be
What?
Literally, you'd be right with him, sitting next to him, chewing on some popcorn, you would not even know it.
No way.
Yo, Mike was one of those, like, on everything.
And he was funny. I love
Super
hearing this
funny,
because
super funny.
you know how we know him. It's like this larger than life personality. He is who he is.
Yes.
Well, speaking of disguise, true or false? Your brother used to perform for you, act like you at shows.
Yeah, everybody do that now. Now they know him because he's popular. So, but back then, no one can tell the difference between me and Boo. Like, no one can
But
tell.
why? But why? Like, were you just like, I'm tired tonight?
No,
Go
because
handle
social media didn't exist. And
Yeah.
then I was so big, we would get double booked, triple booked. And man, coming off that struggle, I ain't want no money on the table. I'm like, yo, you need to go pick that bag up.
You performed there.
Bro,
Huh?
everything. And then it was one of those things. We were just so hot. It was like, if I could clone myself at that time, that was the time to do it.
I want to play a fun game with you. Who's on Akon's speed dial? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of celebrity friends. So right now, if you had to make a 5-person emergency call list,
Emergency call list?
who are the 5 people?
Yeah, nobody would know them because they all close to me.
No, they
Not-
got to be celebrities.
Okay, if it gotta be celebrities?
Only celebrities, not like,
All right, cool. If it got to be celebrities, I think the first person I would probably call is Steve Rifkin.
Okay.
Because I can always count on Steve, no matter what.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, no question. Second person will be Jimmy Iovine.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he won't. He will always go to bat for me as well. I just know it off top. Third person, I would probably say, T-Pain.
Yeah.
I know for sure T-Pain, no matter what, he look out. Like,
Yeah.
that's just who he is. Fourth person, Lady Gaga.
Ooh.
100%. I know for sure that he'll look out. She'll look out, for sure. And I think the last person I would probably say, out of the 5, is probably, believe it or not, Tyrese. Yeah, he's another brother that I know no matter what.
Will show up.
He's the one that's gonna make the awareness. He's gonna be on social media to make sure everybody knows. Yo, he's the guy that I would say, if you gonna tell anybody that you need some help, call Ty. He gonna make sure the world know you need help. That's my dog.
Okay, your car breaks down. Who's that person you're gonna call? Again, celebrity.
If my car broke down, the celebrity I would probably be Tank.
Oh,
Yeah, probably be Tank.
have you seen him on Broadway yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
What, he's on Broadway?
Yeah.
No.
100%.
You
Yeah, I
gotta
don't know
be
if his
kidding.
run, Katrina, ended. I don't think so. I think he might have a little bit left. But yeah, if you're in New York for a while, make sure you stop by.
That's what's up.
Okay, you need $20,000 right now. Who are you going to call that's going to pick up your call?
Probably 50 Cent. I'll call 50. Yo, 50, I need 20 stacks.
He's going to want it back, though. And you know if you don't give it back to
But as
him,
long as
he's
you
going
give it to me, because you know you're going to get it back anyway.
Because he will come after you
He'd be
for
like,
a
hey,
dollar.
bro, don't forget, I still will now. I still will. Still will. Like, you're right, Fifth. I get it back. I got
Who's
you.
the one person you would call to help you move? You know, moving's not an easy thing to do. It's like the worst thing you could have asked.
That's actually not. Yeah, man. It'd probably be Pitbull.
I love this
It'd
right
be
now.
Pitbull because Pitbull is that's my dog day one, who's been humble, who's been my brother. I can call him for anything, no matter how low, he's the humblest one that I know would actually take his suit off and help me move some furniture.
Damn.
Without
I
a
love
question.
that. I love Pitt.
Yeah, he's one of those. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
A1, stay down to earth. He ain't never
100%.
changed. Yep.
Someone you need to keep a secret for you. Who's that person?
Keep a secret from
Yeah.
me? That's interesting. Who could I call to keep a secret from me or for me? I gotta go old school because they know how to keep secrets. It'd be Lionel Richie. Yeah, it'd be Lionel Richie. I know Lionel Richie ain't
I
telling
love your
nobody
list.
nothing. He ain't telling nobody nothing.
Love your list.
For sure.
If you need a hit song by tomorrow, who are you going to call?
Metro Boomin. Or London.
Oh.
Either Metro Boomin or London. One of them two.
Period. I did not expect that right now.
Yeah.
Man, favorite memory so far in the industry with your career?
Michael Jackson. Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Do you have a favorite memory of him?
The favorite, yeah.
Something that, like, we don't know him. But
No. This is the best. This is the best story ever. Remember I told you he was like the master of disguises?
Yes.
All right, cool. So one day, we was out in Vegas, and Mike says, listen, let's go watch this movie. I have something I want to show you. There's this new technology that's coming out, and it's like the biggest thing is called IMAX. You're going to love this. This is in 3D. And I was like, where? He said, where is it? At the Wynn. I said, okay, let's go. So he said, okay, cool, I'm going to go change the right back. We got a friend that's going to be coming with us. I said, all right, no problem, cool. So I'm sitting down. Mike has a whole, like his living room was full of candy. So then someone comes sits next to me, and I was like, okay, cool, the guest that's coming is right there. I said, cool, all right, cool. So now it's been 20 minutes. I'm like, where the hell's Mike? Like, damn. Like, so I get my phone, I'm ringing, calling him, like, bro, hurry up, we're going to miss the movie. The phone rings right next door to me. Like, sitting next to me, his phone rings. And I look at him, he's like, I said, Mike, how the hell? He was sitting right next to me. I didn't know it was him.
Idea?
I thought he was the third guest. It was him.
How was he disguised?
Listen to me. It was the craziest. It's like he's an older man, literally an older man, right? So I'm thinking it's probably Mike's uncle or something. I'm not even realizing it was Mike. That's number one. So now we get on the elevator, we go downstairs, and we're heading towards the escalators. As we're heading toward the escalator, I see these whole group of kids looking down, seeing us coming up, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So they all start running towards the elevator as we're coming all the way to the top. So now I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
They didn't recognize Mike. We're done. Like,
right.
We're done. So we get to the top of the escalator, and all these kids come running up to me. Oh my God, Akon, can we get a picture? Oh my God. So now we're taking pictures, and Mike is like, anyone else want pictures?
No.
So he takes the phones, he takes the cameras, he's taking pictures of me, and he's sitting there just laughing, just giggling his ass off, right? Just giggling his ass off. So now we're almost done with the pictures. As we're walking, he sees another group of kids. He's like, hey guys, here's Akon's over here. You guys want more pictures?
He's waving everybody
He's waving more people. By the time we got into the IMAX, first of all, it was half done. He was laughing like to where tears was coming out of his eyes. And I'm saying to myself, boy, you lucky I don't give you up. Like, if these kids only knew, if they only knew it was Michael Jackson taking these pictures.
That's crazy.
No, it was the craziest
I love
moment.
this story.
Hilarious.
How did you and Michael even meet? Like,
well, we actually met through our attorney. We had the same exact attorney.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had the same attorney at the time. And then, he was like, he called me one day on three-way and was like, listen, Mike wants to get on, do work with you, Mm-hmm. And I got him on three-way.
Damn.
Mike was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, oh man, get the fuck out of there. I hang up the phone. Hang up
You
on
hung
him.
up the phone?
I hung up on him. Then he calls me again, right? And then when he calls me again, he's like, Con, I'm serious. This is Mike. Hey, Akon, it's really Mike. Man, shut up. Then I hung up on him again. So now at this point, I'm like,
what's going on?
He's like, he jokes, but he's just joked this much. Like, this cannot, nah.
This is really him, right.
So he calls a third time. At that moment, I knew, okay, this is
I can't believe you hung up on him that many times.
Right. So now, when I pick up the third time, Mike is actually giggling like, no, seriously, it's really me, Akon. I really admire your work. I'm a huge fan. I would love to have you come out to Vegas and work with us. And I'm sitting there like, this is actually Mike for real.
It's really him.
I couldn't, it was tripping out. But I didn't believe it still until I actually went to Vegas and saw it was actually him.
Did you make time to create Akon Lighting Africa? And from my understanding, it provided electricity to 15 countries in Africa.
Yeah, we did pilots in 15 countries.
That's come on. Like when we talk about purpose in life, and look, music's great. Your success is great.
Right.
All those records, great. But hearing this, what made you want to do this? What was like the drive behind this?
Yeah, I mean, the drive, honestly, was the necessary need for it. Mm-hmm. When you look at Africa, man, it's like, it kind of breaks your heart because Africa is probably the richest continent when it comes to natural resources.
Absolutely.
Like, literally, right? But it doesn't benefit from it. It doesn't profit from it. It's actually being scorned because of it. Because you have people from all the neighboring countries all the way around, they all kind of went in, kind of created these unnecessary wars, created these unnecessary divides within cultures and, tribes, to the point where the people suffer more than anything from it, right? So, and for a continent to be that rich in resources and not have adequate energy is like the biggest heartbreaking thing ever. So when I got the chance to be able to be a part of energy and be a part to where I can actually utilize energy as an income source, I started utilizing all my, you could say connections around it and
Yeah.
figured out, okay, through my foundation, I want to be able to light up some of these places. I know we can't probably pull electricity from the grid because of the politics in oil and gas, but solar is something that's not attached to any politics. And we can utilize this now to, electrify all these rural areas. And that's what we ended up doing.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
that's such a big vision. How hard was that?
It was actually super easy.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought there was a lot of politics, a lot of pushback, resistance.
Yeah,
No?
I mean, not because solar at that time, nobody wanted to touch it. It was in their minds, it was super expensive.
Right.
Right? But me being a hustler and understanding the dynamics of need, China had created a whole like investment for the next 30 to 50 years to create and provide solar for America.
Wow.
But America declined them and put a 200% tax on all goods solar. So they had all these facilities, all this, influx of, inventory sitting in China that they couldn't even use. So I took a flight to China, go met with the biggest solar provider there and cut a deal with them. They gave me $1 billion credit line, and I used all that to electrify those rural areas in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what about Akon City? Like, because I was reading up that now you're getting an ultimatum to get it done. Or where are we at with it? Because you spoke so much about how this meant so much to you.
Oh yeah, it still means a lot to me, and eventually it's still gonna happen.
Yep.
But that was before. Because the thing is, as an artist and as an entertainer, it was a lot that I didn't know about what it would be to build a city, right?
Ooh.
And the way I calculated it
Yeah.
was I just kind of miscalculated because I started promoting it before I got started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It takes
Yep.
like decades to build a city.
Oh, decades.
It's not something that happens
We
overnight.
might not ever see it in our lifetime.
Oh, you will definitely see it in your lifetime. I promise you that.
You're like,
Believe me, it's 10, 15 years, you're going to you'll see
Yeah.
a real city. Because Dubai was built in 15 years.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Yeah. But, it was a lot happening and a lot of political pushback.
Sure.
So it's a lot of things that you just got to deal with before you actually put it out there. And me, I was just naive to assume that once I put it out there, I would get a whole bunch of support. But then there was a lot of, again,
Pushback.
challenges,
Sure.
foreign countries, current countries,
Yeah.
home.
Was that like surprising to you when you're just like, man, I'm just trying to do good?
Yeah, I realized that, and then I started to think about all the other people in the world that tried to do good and what happened to them. So I said, you know what, a little pushback is not fine. It's okay. I can keep going.
Yeah, but see, I feel like you're relentless.
The pushback
Yeah.
is when you know you're doing the right thing. When
Say
you get
that
pushback,
again. That's-
when you get pushback, that means you're doing the right thing. Don't give up. Just keep
Gosh.
going forward.
Yeah.
Just keep going forward. I promise you.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yep.
Thank you for everything that
Nah,
you've done.
thank you.
But really, really quick, with your vision, if you had to sign an artist right now,
Mm-hmm.
who would it be? Because you just see something so just larger than life for them. I'm just curious.
You talking about like a new artist?
Yeah, maybe new.
If I had to pick an artist that was out right now,
and you feel like you
that
could take
I look
them.
like, that I feel like is someone that I would 100% sign, that represent the brand and what we represent and how we move, how he sings, the way he comes in and out of songs topic-wise, and what I think he represents.
Yes.
It would probably be Friday.
Oh.
100%.
Great energy, by the way. Had him on the show. I like this.
Yeah.
That's a big big compliment coming from
No,
you.
he's amazing.
That's
Yeah, he's amazing.
Akon. What can I say, man? Thank you so much for being here.
No,
I
absolutely.
mean, we could have talked for a long time, but thank you
sure.
for everything that you have just given us over the years. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Akon, come
Yo.
on. Come on. Come on.